Welcome back to the Play Lorcana Podcast. Today we're doing a playing episode. I'm Zbex here with the Hobbyist Novice, and we're using Gerudo today. Gerudo is one of the sponsors of the channel, and we really love Gerudo to incorporate our boards together. You can flip the orientation, control mics, and it's also got a social media aspect of it connecting everybody. So check out Gerudo. That's what we're playing on today. Oh, which I do need to set my life total to 0. I guess it's primarily initially for Magic, but they're supporting Disney Lorcana and other TCGs as well. Even a card search feature, which is super handy when playing webcam games.
Yeah, I think that's actually one of my favorite features on the whole system. It's also super clean and it's very high resolution. I know like sometimes we'll play webcam games, looks like very dingy. But they do a very good job of like keeping the frame rates and everything on there good where it looks very clean.
Absolutely. Okay, and we're also playing core constructed decks today. And last time we played, Hobbyist Novice took down the victory. You should go check out that match if you haven't seen it. And we just decided and announced last week that now, whichever deck wins, the opposite player has to come up with a new deck and play against that same deck to see if we can beat it. Kind of prove the meta.
Yeah, I like to see like how far a deck can go. And I also like the idea of us playing with decks that aren't exactly like super meta, but like decks that are being talked about a little bit. Like I play Ruby Amethyst. That's what I played the last time we did this. And it's a deck I would like to see get there again. And I've talked about in the past, I hated Ruby Amethyst in the beginning. And with how successful it was, but now it has a lot of cards that I love. So let's see how far we can let this go.
Yeah, it's a completely different deck. And last time I played Amethyst Steel. This time I will say we have to test it out. I do think that Ruby Amethyst is a different deck, but the format tester to keep it in check is the Amber Emerald Dogs deck. So I know a little bit more of a meta deck, but that's what I had ready to go. So,
well, like I said in the past, I actually originally built this deck as a Dog Slayer. So okay. I'm curious to see actually how it does. Test. But I do think dogs to get quite a few more tools recently that might have changed things up. But I didn't change this deck super much from Winter's Spell. I think it added in a couple different things. Nothing crazy. I actually have to go back. I don't remember if I put anything in from Winter's Spell. I have to see real quick. Okay, no, I think I did. Yeah. So I remember I went through some stuff right before we played last time. Like, this would be good in there.
Truthfully, this is my partner's deck, so I don't usually play it, but I don't know what they've updated. I just trust that they're playing the good cards. So, Dogs kind of plays itself.
Yeah.
There's a lot of lines that you can take in Dogs, so I definitely feel like there could be some room for improvement, just as a preface. But I think it'll be a great matchup here today.
Yeah, I'm actually excited to see how this deck does against Dogs now. I did really well with it against Dogs for Whispers in the Well. So we'll see how it does with this one. A terrible starting hand that I'm going to have to get rid of. Man. I'm going to throw back 6.
I'm going to do... I'm going to do 3.
Okay.
We've got to decide who's going first.
That's true.
It's a new round.
I guess we'll do high roll for it.
Sounds good. I should have some dice nearby. Okay. You got a 7.
I got an 8. I don't know. Can you see down there? I think you can.
No, but
these are like the translucent dice, but
those are the Winter Spell ones, right? I love those.
Little ice cubes.
They're so pretty.
All right. Did I get anything better to start off? All right. A little bit better. Okay. I did put some Winter Spell in here. So I do see some Winter Spells. So that's good. All right. So I will kick it off whenever you're ready.
Go ahead.
All right, let's start off by inking a sword play. And we'll go ahead and spend that 1 ink for a Royal Guard. And I'll pass to you.
Okay. I will ink a Webby Vanderquack and play Lady, Decisive Dog, and pass.
All right. Let's go ahead and reset, draw. This is where it gets tough. So yeah, this is a bad turn for me. I'm going to go ahead and ink a queen. Don't really have anything to do here, so I'm just going to go ahead and quest Royal Guard for 1 and pass to you.
Okay. I'm going to ink a, let's see what I'm going to do here. Ink a Go-Go Tamago and play a Tramp, Enterprising Dog, 1 less since I control Lady, and then I'll play Bobby Zimmerowski. When I play him, I will draw and discard. I will discard a... Oh, so good. Mowgli Man Cub.
Okay.
And then I'm just going to quest for 1 with a Lady and pass.
All right. Let's go ahead and reset, draw. This is kind of interesting. Man, this is actually a tough ink here. I don't really want to ink them, but I'm going to have to ink Dumbo.
Okay.
Which I have a feeling I'll regret, but... And then we'll go all 3 for a Cheshire Cat. And from there, we will go ahead and... So it's 2/2. Can't take Lady App. So I want to put the 2 damage on it, because Lady could be pretty devastating once she gets that extra lore. So with Royal Guard being a challenger +2 this turn with that draw card, I'm going to go ahead and put 2 damage on Lady and take none back.
Okay.
And pass to you.
Draw. Nice. Okay. I will put a Lady Family Dog into my inkwell. And then for 3, I will play Lady Family Dog. And then I play her. Play a character with cost 2 or less for free. We'll go with Lilo, Escape Artist.
You can see how devastating quickly this board could be.
Yeah, I feel like I said, the dogs kind of plays itself. Like you saw me hesitate on which card to discard because I was like, well, they're all kind of decent. Yep. And I've only played the 2 characters this turn, so I think we'll leave Lady back for a bit. I mean, I can't even really take out your Royal Guard, but I don't feel like, let's see, you'll have the Cheshire Cat. I mean, I guess I'll go ahead and just pass it back.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I feel like that's a pretty decent play. I feel like that's what a lot of people do. They'll just build up those dogs and then get 2 quests and the game's over.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'm going to go ahead and ink a Royal Guard here. And I need to get some of your board out of here. So, well, first thing we do, I'm going to pay 1 ink for a Miko.
Ah, nice.
And then I'm going to go ahead and pay 2 more ink to boost Cheshire. And we will go ahead and move that damage from Lady onto... Who do I want to get rid of? I feel like it's actually kind of tough between the other Lady or Lilo. I'm going to go ahead and move it to Lady, so Lilo just can't keep coming back to get rid of that Lady.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go ahead and quest Royal Guard for 1. And get to 2. And I'm going to quest Cheshire Cat also, actually get to 3.
Okay.
And pass it back to you.
Okay. I will draw. And let's go ahead. I'll go ahead and play Lady, Elegant Spaniel. Costs, gets +1 more. And then I'll play Tramp, Enterprising Dog. I guess he costs even 1 less as well. So many discounts.
Yeah.
And then when I play him, chosen character gets +1 strength for each other character I have in play this turn. So +5 strength. We got to get rid of that Cheshire Cat. So I'm going to give it to Bobby Zimmerowski.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and challenge the Cheshire Cat right now and take care of that with a trade.
Let's see what that other card was. A Royal Guard.
Okay.
Palace Guard.
And then, yeah, I didn't even do that with Tramp. That's fine, though. We'll go ahead and just go on a quest with both of these two up to 3. And then I will pass.
All right. Let's go ahead and reset.
Up to 4.
Draw. Oof. That's rough. Man, I don't really want to ink her, but I think I need to, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm going to have to ink this Elsa on 5 and put in a Headless Horseman to get some of that board off. Let's get rid of that 1 cost Lady.
Which one?
That top one, yeah. The one that can really buff up good. I'll get rid of her. I'm going to have Palace Guard go into Lilo to get rid of her. I'll take 1 back. And then I'm going to go ahead and quest Miko for 2 to get up to 5 and pass back to you.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and play Lilo from my yard. She's back. She came in on the wave. And then I'll go ahead with a Daisy Duck, Donald's Date. And let's go ahead now and see. I guess I'll just pass it back to you.
Okay. I'm gonna reset. Hopefully a better drawer this time. Helps a little bit. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and do 4 for a Genie, draw a card.
Okay.
And for my other 1, I will play a Palace Guard. And I got to do some work here a little bit. And yeah, let's go ahead and have Headless Horseman get rid of Lilo for a second anyway. And I'm going to go ahead and quest the other 2 for 3 and pass back to you.
Okay.
Get up to 8.
And I'm going to leave Lilo there this time. I'm going to shift Lady.
Nice.
And I will bring this lady and let's bring Bobby back. That's fine for now. And we'll go ahead and put Go-Go into my inkwell and play Bobby.
Okay.
Draw and discard. Okay. I'll discard Lady, Decisive Dog. And then I feel like I maybe should have made the move last time, but let's just go ahead and make some moves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, up to 10.
Okay.
I feel like, okay, actually, hang on. Wait a second. I feel like I definitely played this wrong. Let me wind that back just a little bit.
Sure.
Let's only quest with Daisy up to 6 first and see what's on top of your
All right, so I'll draw. It's a Miko.
Okay. I just had a revelation, but that's fine. I will quest with Lady Miss Park Avenue as well, up to 8, and then just pass with my tramps up.
All right. Let's go ahead and reset. Draw. It's kind of helpful. All right. Let's see. So I have 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 on the board. That would get me to 16. All right. I'm going to go first to for 5 with another Headless Horseman. I'm going to get rid of that Daisy. And do I want to get rid of Daisy Duck or get rid of her elsewise? No, we're going to get rid of that Daisy Duck.
Okay.
So I'll banish her. And then I'm just going to quest out to go 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Get to 16 and pass to you.
Okay. I will draw. I will play. That'd be pretty decent right now. Okay. Let's go ahead and play Webby Vanderquack, and I'll give. You don't have anything that has that much. I guess Jeannie has 4, but she would do fine on her own. Let's give Bobby an extra strength this turn.
Okay.
And then I'll play Tramp Street Smart Dog.
There he is.
I know. That's why I was like, last time I was like, wait, if I send all of my characters in and lose them all, then I'm not going to get the benefit of the card that I just drew. So I will draw 5 cards. Oh, I won't have anything. I just am cycling through these cards, though. Well, I didn't find an Under the Sea, which was what I was looking for. So it might be time to make some moves here. We're going to have Lady go after... Oh, Jeannie has evasive, huh? So
yeah, Jeannie's evasive, and so is Miko.
We'll go after the Palace Guard then. And Bobby will go off of the... Actually, no, Tramp will go to the Royal Guard. Bobby will go for the Headless Horseman. And I can't do the other ones, so that's going to be it for me on challenges. And I definitely didn't quite do this right. I'll quest for one more with Tramp to go up to 9, but that's it for me. you're gonna.
And I actually just realized too with the Miko, I forgot to discard a card. So yeah, either way, but I'll just discard the other Miko. But just realize that.
No worries.
That's your turn.
Yep.
Okay.
That's it. You got it.
I'll quest for the first part of this game for the win.
Okay, I'll go first this time. Game 2. I have a little bit better grasp on playing this.
Yeah, it definitely dogs does play itself, but it definitely takes some time to get used to it.
Yeah, we'll see if even an untrained dog can best the Ruby Amethyst. Otherwise, I'm going to have to come back in 2 weeks with a different deck.
Or look, if you really take a couple weeks, you want to master it. I think dogs, I don't know. Like I have done good with this deck against dogs.
Okay. I was thinking about some different deck combinations. So if there's a deck color that you want me to play in the comments that you think would be good in case I don't win this next 2 games, we want to hear from you.
I really would like to start experimenting either with yellow, blue, or red, yellow. I feel like a couple of those interesting decks that we saw recently.
I thought about doing one of the fast Amethyst steel decks or Amber Ruby decks against you, but I remember when I was playing Emerald Amethyst, the kind of fast lore deck, that the Headless Horseman and some of those other cards that are in the Ruby Amethyst deck, it was a really hard matchup. So I was like, well, I feel like I need to go with stuff that has a little bit more power. So
that's fair. All right. Good luck on this round. See if we got to get rid of anything here. Oh, yeah, we do.
Good luck to you as well.
1, 2. I'm going to throw back 3.
I'm going to do 3 also. Okay, not bad. Okay. You ready?
Yep, good when you are.
I will put Raja into my inkwell and play Daisy Duck Donald's Date. Go ahead.
All right, let's go ahead and draw. I'm going to go ahead and ink a Palace Guard and let's play Miko for 1 and pass back to you.
Okay. Sweet. I will put Webby into my inkwell and play Lilo and Quest for 2 with Daisy Duck.
Okay. I got a Royal Guard.
Okay. Go ahead.
All right. Let's go ahead and reset. Draw. Let me go ahead and ink a Palace Guard. And I'll do 1 for 1 Royal Guard. And 1 for another Royal Guard.
Ooh, nice.
I'll quest Miko for 2. And ending my turn, I'm going to go ahead. Do I want to do that? Yeah, I'm going to discard Palace Guard.
Okay.
And pass to you.
All right. Perfect. I'm going to play Bobby Zimmerowski. Draw and discard. Oh, that's nice. I'll discard Mowgli Man Cub. Okay. And then I'll put Tramp Enterprising Dog into my inkwell and play Go-Go to Mago.
Nice.
I will not gain any extra lore. I just need that evasive to match your Miko. Seemed like a key card for you last time. Let's go ahead and quest for 2 with Daisy Duck.
All right. Have an Elsa.
Whoa. All right. And, we could be a trade with Lilo, but that's okay. That's what she does. We'll go up to 6 and pass to you.
All right. Go ahead and reset. Draw. All right. So there are 2 2s. I don't know if I really want to ink this, but I gotta. I'm going to go ahead and ink Swordplay. Yeah, we'll start with the +1 challenger and Royal Guard to get Lilo out of here.
Yeah.
Take 1 back. I'm going to go all 3 for a Sisu, Emboldened Warrior.
Okay, currently 2 cards in hand.
Okay, and oh, it's a tough discard though. 2, but I'm gonna go ahead and quest with Royal Guard to get to 3, and quest with Miko also to get to 5. And then I got a discard here. That's a really tough discard. I'm gonna discard Dumbo.
Okay.
And pass to you.
Okay. Draw. Okay, well, I really got to get rid of that Miko, so I'll start off by challenging there. I think that's a good call. And Daisy Duck loves to quest.
Headless Horseman.
Ah, dang, okay. Well, I feel like I'm really not getting what I need here. Maybe I should have held Lilo back, but I need something else. So I'm going to play another Lilo, Escape Artist.
Fair.
And pass back to you.
Okay. And how many cards do you have in hand?
2 cards in hand.
2 cards. All right, CC's a 3/4.
Yep.
All right, let's go ahead and draw. But I gotta ink them. Gotta get the other stuff. I'm gonna ink Christopher Robin. And for 4, I'm gonna play one of my favorite cards ever, Hercules, Mighty Leader. And
nice.
2, so she's a 3/4. So I can't technically get rid of the Daisy yet. Go-Go can't do anything with being evasive, but I could get rid of the Daisy with the 2 Royal Guards. I feel like that's probably the move right now. So I'm going to go ahead and send both Royal Guards into Daisy to get rid of her. I'll get rid of this Royal Guard. And we will just go ahead and quest Sisu for 2 to get to 7, and I'll pass back to you.
Okay. We'll go ahead and I guess this is awkward, but we got to do what we got to do. I'll put Webby into my Inkwell, and then for 7, I'll play Tramp Street Smart Dog, and I'll draw 3 cards and discard 3.
Okay.
Oh, that would be good. Might be a little bit too late. I'll discard Bobby, Daisy, and Lady Miss Park Avenue. Bobby is going to finish off that Royal Guard in a challenge. Okay. Go-Go is going to quest for 1 up to 9. And Lilo's going to quest for 2 also. She'll go up to 11.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right. And how many cards do you have?
1 card in hand.
1 card. Okay. I would say I really feel like I don't use Dumbo in this deck at all. I'm going to go ahead and ink Dumbo. That's why I feel like I'm probably missing something that I could be doing better with this deck. But for 5, I got to go with the Horseman. I'll get rid of that Tramp.
All right.
And I'll go ahead and send... yeah, we'll go ahead and send Hercules and a Lilo. Get no damage back. Sisu, you are a... She's a 2/4.
Yeah, so you could take out Bobby.
Do I want to do that, or do I want to just quest here? Yeah, I'll go ahead and take Bobby out. Take 1 back. And I will pass back to you.
Okay. The Lilos, do I have to bring them back before or after I draw?
I think you have to bring it back before. I took out the Bobby with Sisu.
Oh, thanks. All right. Well, I'll go ahead and bring back a Lilo then.
Okay.
I'll put Webby into my Inkwell and play Emerald Chromacron. A little bit too late. But I'll quest for 1 with Go-Go and pass to you.
I don't know. Is it too late? Yeah, pretty I don't think it's too late, actually.
Okay, we'll see.
Let's see.
I feel like
I think it's going to be closer than you think.
Okay. I appreciate your belief. I have 0 cards in hand, so Sisu is the smallest strength dragon she's ever been.
It's because it's tricky. Like if I get rid of anything with Chromacon, then I lose something anyway.
Yep.
So I don't know. Let's see what the best play is here. You have no cards in hand, you said?
I have no cards in hand. But I do have a Lilo in my discard. Just for information.
Okay. You know what? I think I'm going to start just by questing out for 6.
Okay. It's a race.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, this is tough because I don't really want to lose anyone. But I guess it kind of replaces itself. So for another 5, we'll go ahead and send the Horseman in to banish that Lilo.
I gotta say, 2 Headless Horsemen each game. As you say, you built this deck to be the dog slayer, so to speak. I see where that Headless Horseman lost his head and made the dogs lose theirs too.
Yeah, no, Horseman's a huge card. And now I feel like it is starting to get a little bit more notoriety. You get to bounce someone on Chromacon with the Horseman coming in too, right?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Someone's banished.
Oh, okay. Oh, well then I'll bounce Go-Go? Or I just bounce. Yeah.
Or you could bounce anyone from my board too.
I mean, okay, I'll bounce Hercules.
Yeah. Hercules?
I don't want to bounce the Horseman.
No, I wouldn't want to bounce the Horseman either. But at least get some lore off the board.
Yeah. Okay, my turn?
Yep.
Okay, we will bring both Lilos back. And I've got 1 card in hand now, and just send Go-Go up to 13 and pass back to you.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like the Headless Horseman and Hercules are like two of my favorite cards. All right, let's.
And they're in the same colors.
They are, yeah. Yeah, that's 3. All right, we're gonna go ahead and quest for 6.
Yeah.
To get up to 19. Then for 5, I'll send in Elsa to go into one of your Lilos, take 1 back.
Okay.
And then you can bounce however you might want.
I mean, I guess I'll bounce Go-Go, then I can at least gain 2 more instead of 1. But you have it pretty locked down.
I'll pass to you. That's the end of my turn.
Okay, I will draw, and none of these cards are going to be able to stop you, so I will just concede. Good game.
Good game.
I do think the Headless Horseman getting 2 of those per game was a big swing. Being able to easily get rid of that 6 willpower.
Yeah.
Definitely, I didn't expect it to do as well against dogs.
Yeah, and I'm curious. I haven't really looked at too many of the Ruby Amethyst decks recently that are out there. From what I remember, I don't think everyone is running 4 Headless Horsemen. I thought it usually like 2 or 3. I do run 4 in here. I could be wrong. Maybe everyone does run 4, but I don't remember. But yeah, I do run 4 Headless Horsemen in this deck, and I feel like Dumbo, I'm either not playing it correctly, or it's just not needed in this deck.
Yeah, maybe against this matchup it wasn't needed.
But yeah, I love this deck. Like, this is a deck I've played with since Richmond, like on and off, and I've just did some tweaking to it. I might actually bring this to Set Champs and see how it does.
Okay, well, I'm going to come up with a new deck and one that I'm a little bit more comfortable with for next time. Now I've got a better idea of some of the key cards. Last time, I didn't see Hercules as much. I did see the Horseman, but I was only remembering our Sisu, Elsa, and Dumbo battles and like Genie. Yeah. I feel like it was only Amethyst cards that we really saw a couple weeks ago that I was like, what was in your deck? So...
yeah, and we're going to do too, I think we were talking about in our last episode, we'll go ahead and put these decks up. We'll have to make a page for our decks so you guys can see. But we were playing each round, and if you want to follow along or even try our decks, let us know if you try either of these decks. That would be pretty cool to hear other people playing around with them. But yeah, I'm going to label this one the Dog Slayer deck, I guess. I haven't seen anyone have like a cool, catchy nickname for any of those dog decks that they go against.
Maybe you should call it the Ruby Amethyst Impound or something. That's a...
I'll have to come up with something for it. I don't know if Dog Slayer is too brash.
It might be for Disney Lorcana. I was like, I love it. I think it's catchy. But for the kiddos.
Yeah, that's what I call it at home anyway.
Oh, nice. No, it definitely was. I mean, in Hercules and the Headless Horseman, they kind of do have that slaying aspect
they do.
Out of any of the characters.
No, for sure. You got palace guards in there too, and royal guards. They're coming in there with their like axes, so I can see it.
Okay, well, I feel pretty good about when we're recording this versus when it's aired. I have 2 whole weeks to come up with something that's good, and 1 week from when y'all see this. So comment below and tell me what deck you think would best this Ruby Amethyst and Core Constructed.
Yeah, and again, this is a new YouTube channel. Yeah, go ahead and say it. I was say the same thing.
Yeah, subscribe. We're always a little bit awkward at the end, so staying true to that. But if you're vibing with us, make sure to like the episode and subscribe.
Yeah, it definitely helps us quite a bit as we're recording this. Anyway, we're like just under 100 subscribers, so we're getting there. We're almost there. Maybe we're there already. Who knows? Hopefully, we'll see.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for joining us, everybody. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and we'll talk to you all next week. See you.